Sound check. Test mic. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. Gandang araw. Good day to all. Hindi tayo sa ating pagre-review ng Master Plumber. Aming arithmetic tayo ngayon. Siguro proceed. I-check ko muna yung audio ko. Bago tayo mag-umpisa. Salamatan muna natin yung ating mga subscribers for the last 60 days. Umpisa natin. Ito po. Si Red Anthony Uera, Mary Grace Taboklaot, Celine Conanan, Lily Ramirez Pelayo, Romar Sulueta, Harry Barcelo, Jeffrey De Lima, Randy Samontin. Ito po yung mga subscribers from January to February. Yung susunod, yung last May nakita ko nun, last March. Siguro, April natin ulit i-recognize sila. Po, Sara May Mortega, Franklin Robles, Jemax 29, Jemax Z 29, Nunoy Nobeno, Lindo, OFW TV, Engineer Not Yet, Shajurafan, Siba Patam, Karen Agpad, and ito po, June Litoralba, and si Geno Soldik Vlogs. Thank you very much. Saka sa mga subscribers na hindi nagpakita ng ginawa nilang secret yung nila, pag-subscribe nila. Private pala. Doon may settings kasi yan. So, kung may settings yan, hindi ko siya makikita na nag-subscribe na sila. Yun. Thank you very much sa lahat, and I hope makatulong to sa mga nagre-review. Tuloy-tuloy natin yung pagre-review. Medyo hinaan natin ako konti yung background. Kung may okay. Tuloy natin yung ating priming arithmetic. Set 5 na tayo. 451 to 500. Ayan po. 451. The base of a regular dodecahedron is a blank. What? The answer is pentagon. Pentagon is the answer. Okay, kung meron kayong comment, suggestion, and correction sa mga kahit violent reaction, okay lang naman. Para makorek niyo po ako, at least lahat po tayo natututo na o correct. Kung may mali, okay lang po yan. .452, the base of a regular icosahedron. The answer is triangle. So, i-hide muna natin itong set. Ay, yan. 453. Which regular polyhedron does not have a face triangle? The answer is the dodecahedron. Which regular polyhedron does not have a face triangle? The answer is dodecahedron. Yun. Tuloy tayo. 454. How many edges are there in the decagon? The answer is 30. How many edges are there in the decagon? The answer is 30. Check natin. How many edges are there in the decagon? Uy, bakit? Edges and vertices. Bakit kaya ba 30 yan? A regular dodecagon. Dodecahedron pala yun. Okay. So, ay, na ba tayo? Sorry po sa so much delay. Dodecagon. A regular dodecagon is a figure with sides of the same length and internal angles of the same size. It has been 12 lines, reflective symmetry, and rotational symmetry of order 12. A regular dodecagon is represented by the Shaifa symbol 12 and then considers tridentate. Yun, siguro. Sige. Kung meron kayong, ang sides kasi nito, ng faces ng dodecagon is 12. Yan, symmetry order of 12. So, yan. Bahala na po. Siguro, ano na po yan, ilagay na lang natin ulit sa ano. I-read muna natin. No? Kaya kasi nasabi, kung may comment kayo, correction, please don't hesitate to comment and correct me para sa mga nang nagre-review na lahat. 455, a tetrahedron has blank vertices. Answer is 4. A tetrahedron has 4 vertices. 456. Who formulated the Cavalier's principle? The answer is Buenaventura Cavalieri. Who formulated the Cavalier's principle? The answer is Buenaventura Cavalieri. 457. Line segment that's divided into segments. A greater than A and A smaller b such as the length of A plus B is to A and A is to B. Such division is known as, the answer is golden ratio. Line segment is divided in two segments, greater A and a smaller B, such that the length of A plus B is to A and A is to B. Such division is known as golden ratio. 458, the volume of paraboloid is equal to blank to the volume of circumscribing cylinder. The answer is 1/2. 459, the Cartesian or rectangular coordinate system was first introduced by whom? The answer is Descartes or René Descartes. The Cartesian or rectangular coordinate system was first introduced by Descartes. 460, in general quadratic equation, if the discriminant is 0, the curve is a figure that represents A or an blank. The answer is parabola. In general quadratic equation, if the discriminant is, kaya natin na konti, 0, the curve is a figure that represents A or an parabola. Ako mouse eh. Yan. $174. Zoom. Uy. Yan, 461. Kulang pa rin. Lumaki kasi siya. Equation relating to x and y that cannot readily be solved explicitly for y as a function of x or for x as a function of y. Such equation may be nonetheless determine y as a function of x or vice versa. Such function is called, the answer is implicit function. Equation relating to x and y that cannot readily be solved explicitly for y as a function of x or for x as a function of y. Such equation may be nonetheless determine y as a function of x or vice versa. Such function is called implicit function. Yan. 462 in polar coordinates. System, the length of the ray segment from a fixed origin is known as, the answer is radius sector. Polar coordinate system, the length of the ray from a fixed origin is known as radius sector. 463. Given the equation 3x squared plus 2x minus 5y plus 7 is equal to 0, determine the curve. The answer is parabola. Given the equation 3x squared plus 2x minus 5y plus 7 is equals to 0, determine the curve. The answer is parabola. Excuse me. 464. The eccentricity is less than 1. The curve is what? The answer is ellipse. Or 64. Or 65. Of what quadrant if A is second A is positive and cosecant A is negative? The answer is 4. Or fourth quadrant. Of what quadrant is A if second A is positive and cosecant A is negative? The answer is fourth quadrant. 466. What type of conic has equation of x squared plus cy squared plus dx plus ey plus f is equal to 0? Answer is ellipse. A type of conic. Conic has equation of ax squared plus cy squared plus dx plus ey plus f is equal to 0. The answer is ellipse. 467. If the general equation of the conic is ax squared plus 2bx plus bxy plus cy squared plus ey plus f is equal to 0, and b squared minus 4ac is greater than 0, then the conic is a or an hyperbola. The answer is hyperbola. The general equation of a conic. The conic is ax squared plus 2b xy plus cy squared plus ey plus f is equal to 0, and b squared minus 4ac is greater than 0, then the conic is a or an hyperbola. 468. 4x squared minus 256 is equal to 0 is the equation of a and the answer is parabola. 4 4x squared minus 256 equals to 0 is the equation of A or an as parabola. For 6 to 9, nakita na siya kanina. Uy, bakit ganun? 69. The graph R of R is equal to A plus B. Cosine theta is, the answer is 5. 5. The graph of R is equal to A plus B. Cosine theta is 5. 70. In an ellipse, a chord which contains a focus and is in line perpendicular to the major axis is called, the answer is latus rectum. In an ellipse, a chord which contains a focus and is in line perpendicular to the major axis. The answer is latus rectum. For 671. If all the white terms have even exponents, the curve is symmetric with respect to the answer is x-axis. If the white terms have even exponents, the curve is symmetric with respect to the x-axis. The answer is x-axis. Or 72. It can be defined as the set of all points in the plane, the sum of whose the distance from the two fixed point is constant. The answer is ellipse. It can be defined as the set of all points in the plane, the sum of whose the distance from two fixed points is constant, is a constant. The answer is ellipse. Wala. Bakit wala yung audio monitor? 473. If the equation, nangyari, wala ba talaga? Hindi naman. Yung monitor ko lang yung nawala. Yan. If the equation is unchanged by substitution of negative x for x, its curve is symmetric with respect to the answer is y-axis. Yan. Answer is y-axis. If the equation nasaan na? If the equation is unchanged by substitution of negative x to x, its curve is symmetric with respect to the y-axis. Or 74. The tangent function is negative in what quadrant? The answer is quadrant 2 and 4 or 2 and 4. Tangent function is negative in what quadrant? The answer is 2 and 4. 475. Hindi siya makita. Yan. Malaki kasi. What is the graph of the equation? X squared plus bx plus cy squared plus dy plus ex plus f is equal to 0. The answer is ellipse. Yun. Bago tayo magtuloy, I encourage you kung merong gustong mag-enroll dito po sa BRICE Academy natin. Meron tayong software training primavera. Software training. Teka lang, paano ko pa yung mapakakita? Yun, yan po. Kung sa mga hindi pa po nakakapag-subscribe, yan, just please click the subscribe button. Subscribe. click the notification bell and all para kapag may bagong upload, kapag inform po kayo, no? For engineering, design, and consultancy, architect, NTR architects and interiors. Ngayon, yan, kaya po nandiyan yan. Coins PH, GCash, Paymaya. Isa lang po yung number ko dyan sa mga gustong mag-donate. Any amount will do. No? Thank you very much. Pwede nyo pong i-note. Pwede kayo mag-message. May message naman doon, section. Pag nag-donate po kayo, thank you. Any amount will do. Okay, kahit wala naman, okay lang naman. But will very much appreciated po kung kahit magkano yung ito-donate. Thank you very much po. Tuloy na tayo. Or 76, represent the distance of a point from y-axis. The answer is abscissa. Represent the distance of a point from y-axis. The answer is abscissa. For 77, a line passing through the focus and perpendicular to the directrix of a parabola is called axis of a parabola. A line passing through the focus and perpendicular to the directrix of a parabola is called axis of parabola. For 78, locus of a point on a side which rolls along fixed line. The answer is cycloid. Locus of a point on a side which rolls along fixed line. The answer is cycloid. For 79, what's the length of the latus rectum of the curve x squared is equal to 2y? The answer is 20. Nasaan na ba tayo? Ayan na. Next one. 480. The product of the slopes of any two straight lines is negative 1. One of these is said to be blank to the other. The answer is Q. If the product of a slope of any two straight lines is negative 1, one of these is said to be Q to the other. The answer is Q. Or 81, what is the curve represented by the equation R is equal to A theta? The answer is spiral of Archimedes. What is the curve represented by the equation R is equal to A theta? The answer is spiral of Archimedes. For 82, is the locus of a point that moves in a plane so that the difference of the distance from two fixed points of the locus is constant. The answer is hyperbola. Is the locus of a point that moves in a plane so that the difference of the distance from two fixed points of the locus is constant. The answer is hyperbola. For 83, the semi-conjugate axis of the hyperbola ax squared over 9 minus y squared over 4 is equal to 1. The answer is 2. a semi-conjugate axis of the hyperbola x squared over 9 minus y squared over 4 is equal to 1. The answer is 2. 484. The length of the latus rectum of the parabola y is equal to 4px squared is, the answer is 1/4 p. The length of the latus rectum of the parabola y is equal to 4px squared is 1/4 p. For 85, also known as the x-coordinate, the answer is abscissa. Also known as the x-coordinates, the answer is abscissa. For 86, the x-coordinate of a point is positive in what quadrant? The answer is 1 and 4. The x-coordinate of a point is positive in what quadrant? The answer is 1 and 4. For 87, the y-coordinate of a point is positive in what quadrant? The answer is 1 and 2. For 88, state the quadrant in which the coordinates 15 minus 2 lies in quadrant 4. The answer is quadrant 4. Negative 2 yung x, yung y. Tama ba yan? Hindi yata yan. Ano ba yan? 1, 2, 3, 4. Tama. Kasi positive yung ano. Select yung x. Oh, yes. Sige na lang. For 89, the rectangular coordinate system. For 89, the rectangular coordinate system used to represent a complex number. The answer is Arcand diagram. For 90, the Cartesian coordinate system in which the axes are not perpendicular. The answer is parallelogram. The Cartesian coordinate system in which the axes are not perpendicular. The answer is parallelogram coordinate system. For 91, the angle of rotation about the origin of the positive x-axis into the point with the rectangular coordinate A and B, presenting the complex number a plus bi is called blank of the complex number. The answer is amplitude, argument, or phase angle. The angle of rotation about the origin of the positive x-axis into the point with the rectangular coordinates A and AB, representing the complex number A plus BI, is called length of the complex number? Answer is amplitude, argument, or phase angle. 492. The rectangular coordinate system in space is divided into 8 compartments called octants. Answer is octants or octo from the word octo. Octant. Rectangular coordinate system in space is divided into 8 compartments. The answer is octants. 493. The angle of inclination of a straight line is the angle it makes with the answer is positive x-axis. The angle of inclination of a straight line is the angle it makes with the answer is positive x-axis. 494. Sorry, sinisipan ako. Patok sinipon. The points where the curve cross the coordinates axis are called blank as the blank with the axis. The answer is intersection. The points where the curve cross the coordinates axis called as the blank with the axis. The answer is intersection. Uy! Salamat sa mga nanonood ng live, no? Thank you very much sa inyo. Magtyagaan nyo na po ang ating boses. And tuloy-tuloy ko ito. Tapusin ko na ito. Kasi set 10 to eh. Set 10. Natapos ko na yung ibang reviewer ng ano. Pero kung meron naman, lalo na yung mga computation, i-live pa rin natin. No? Kasi may mga computation sa board exam sa mathematics, saan ba yun? Sa design, sanitary, sanitation, plumbing, design, and installation, and then dun sa part 4, practical problems, may computation. A line in which is perpendicular to the axis has slope equal to length. The answer is infinity. A line in which is perpendicular to the x-axis is slope equal to infinity. The answer is infinity. 496. Horizontal line has a slope of 0. Siyempre, horizontal line niya. Horizontal line has slope of 0. 497. A line parallel to the y-axis at a directed distance x is the equation of what? The answer is x is equal to x. Simple. A line parallel to the y-axis at a directed distance x has the equation x is equal to x. 498. Let M1 and M2 be respective slopes of two perpendicular lines. Then, M1, M2 is equal to negative 1. Let M1 and M2 be the respective slopes of two perpendicular lines. Then, M1, M2 is equal to negative 1. If the y terms have exponent, the curve is symmetric with respect to the x-axis. The answer is x-axis. And the last question for this session. The equation is unchanged with the substitution of negative x for x and negative y for y. Simultaneously, its curve is symmetric with respect to the what? Answer is origin. if the equation is unchanged by substitution, negative x for x and negative y for y simultaneously, its curve is symmetric with respect to the origin. The answer is origin. Okay? Thank you very much yung pakikinig, and I hope makatulong to. Review na to sa board exam, yung pinakamalapit, July 15, 16, 2023. Good luck po sa lahat na magtitake ng board exam. And next session natin is set 6 na tayo. No? 500, 1 to 550. Yan po, 500, 1 to 550. No? Kung may comment, correction, and suggestion, please don't hesitate to comment in the comment section. No? Pwede rin kayong mag-email. Yan. Kung meron pong gustong mag-donate, ito po yung GCash number ko. Any amount will be due and very much I appreciate it. Thank you very much and have a good day. Have a good day and have a nice weekend.